एनाउंस कर दीजिए, एनाउंस कर दीजिए।
Hare Krishna. So we are going to start Bhagavad class. So everybody is requested to sit this side. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Adam Prabhu, can you help this? Oh, yes, please. I don't know how to set it up at my place.
When it is this, it's this one. I got it for you.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
try it. Okay.
Just get right in here.
Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Hare Krishna, everybody requested to sit here for the class. Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Banachari Jai Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So we are going to start. Srimad Bhagavat, Canto 3, Chapter 33, verse 23, 24, 25, and 26. There are so many verses today, but significantly we will discuss about the verse 26. The title is A Pure Devotional Service. How to become a pure devotee. Okay, let's start. ध्यायति भगवत रूपम ध्यायति भगवत रूपम ध्यायति भगवत रूपम यदा आहा ध्यान गोचरम सुतः प्रसन्न वदनम समस्त व्यास चिंताय ध्यायति भगवत रूपम यदा आहा ध्यान गोचरम सुतः प्रसन्न वदनम समस्त व्यस्त चिंताये. ध्यायति, meditating Bhagavat Rupam, upon the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead,
on the form of the Supreme Personality,
yet which Dha. Aha. I didn't see very small letter here. Aha. He instructed Dhyana Gocharam, the object of meditation, Sutaha, her son, Prasanna Vadanam, with a smiling face, Samastha, on the whole, Vyasta, on the parts, Chintaya, with her mind. Translation. Thereafter, having heard with great eagerness and in all detail from her son, Kapila Deva, the eternally smiling personality of Godhead Devahuti began to meditate constantly upon the Vishnu form of Supreme Lord. So we have again another verse. Bhakti Pravana Yogena Bhakti Prabha Yogena Vairagena Baliyasa Vairagena Baliyasa Yuktanusthana Jatena Janena Brahmahutina Jana Brahma Hate Hetuna. Next, 25. Visuddhena tadatmanam Atmana Visvata Mukham Swanubhyatya Tiruhuta Maya Guna Visheshanam Maya Guna Visheshanam. Bhakti Pravaha Yogena, by continuous eagerness in devotional service, Vairagyana, by renunciation.
You can't see it, it's too small.
It's too small. Okay, let me to make it little larger. Okay, it's okay now. Okay. Bhakti Pravaha Yogena, by continuous engagement in devotional service,
by continuous engagement in devotional service,
Vairagyena, by renunciation,
Vairagena, by renunciation,
Baliyasa,
Aliyasa,
very strong,
very strong,
Yukta Anusthana,
Yukta Anusha,
by proper performance of
by
duties,
proper performance of duties,
Jatena,
Jatena,
produced,
produced,
Janena,
Yanena,
by knowledge,
by knowledge,
Jnanena, by knowledge,
Yanena, by knowledge,
Brahma Hetuna,
Brahma Hetana,
due to realization of the above absolute truth,
due to realization of the absolute truth,
Visuddhena,
Visuddhena,
by purification,
by purification,
Tada,
Da,
then Atmanam,
Atmanam,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Atmana,
Atma,
with the mind,
with the mind,
Visata Mukham,
Visuddhamukam,
whose face is turned everywhere,
whose face is turned everywhere,
Swa Anubhutya,
Swa-anubhutya,
by realization,
by self-realization,
Tirabhuta,
Dhammuta,
disappear,
disappears,
Maya Guna
Ayatma,
of the mode of material nature. Visheshanam, distinctions. Okay. She did so with serious engagement in devotional service because she was strong in renunciation. She accepted only the necessities of the body. She became situated in knowledge due to realization of the absolute truth. Her heart became purified. She became fully absorbed in meditation upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all misgivings due to the modes of material nature disappear. Okay, this is the final one. We are going to discuss about this topic. Verse is 26. Brahmani avastita mate bhagavate atma samasraye nibrita jivatva bhat Krishna klesapta nibriti. Krishna klesapta nibriti. Yes, now Mataji, Prabhuji, you can start this.
Brahmanyavishkitamate Bhagavatyatma samshraye Nivrita jiva patipat Shina kleshapta nirviti Brahmanyavishkitamate Bhagavatyatma samshraye
Sena klesapta nibriti. Brahmani avastita mate bhagavate atma samshraye nibrita jiva patitva sena klesapta nibriti. Any other Matajis, Prabhujis? Brahma Sthit Mati Bhagavate Atma Samsraye Nibrite Jiva Patitva Shira Kresata Nibrita. Anybody? We can try. Brahmanya Vastu Sthitamati Bhagavate Atma Samsraye Nibrita Jiva Patitva Sina Kresata Nirvriti. Thank you very much. Very difficult sloka. I try to read many times. Hare Krishna. Mataji can try. Prabhuji. Yes. Yeah. Brahmane avastita mate Bhagate Atma Samsraye Nibrita Jiva Patitva Sena Klesata Nibriti. Okay, thank you very much. Our synonym Brahmani, in Brahman, Avasthita, situated, Matiha, her mind, Bhagavati, in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Atma Samsraya, residing in all living entities, Nibritta, freed, Jiva, of the Jiva soul, Apatitvat. Can you repeat once again this? Apatitvat, from the unfortunate condition, from the unfortunate condition. Shina. Oh, it was Shina, but I was just reading Krishna. I was making very mistake. I am very sorry for this. Disappeared. Shina. Shina disappeared. Klesha, material pangs. Apta, attained. Nibriti, transcendental bliss. Translation: her mind became completely engaged in the Supreme Lord, and she automatically realized the knowledge of the impersonal Brahman. As a Brahman realized soul, she was freed from the designations of the materialistic concept of life. Thus, all material pains, difficulties disappeared, and she attained transcendental bliss, happiness. So, purport, we have very long pages of purport. I will try to finish it. The previous verse states that Devahuti was already conversant, familiar with the absolute truth. It may be questions why she was meditating. The explanation is that when one theoretically discusses the absolute truth, he becomes situated in the impersonal concept of the absolute truth. Similarly, when one seriously discusses the subject matter of the form, qualities, pastimes, and interest of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he becomes situated in meditation on Him. If one has complete knowledge of the Supreme Lord, then knowledge of the impersonal Brahmana is automatically realized. Thus, the absolute truth is realized by the power knower according to three different angles of vision, namely impersonal Brahmana, localized super soul, and ultimately the supreme personality of Godhead. Therefore, if one is situated in knowledge of the supreme person, this implies that one is already situated in the concept of super soul and impersonal Brahman. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. This means that unless one is freed from the material entanglement and situated in Brahmana, there is no question of entering into the understanding of devotional service or engaging in Krishna consciousness. One who is engaged in devotional service to Krishna is understood to be already realized in the Brahmana concept of life because transcendental knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead includes knowledge of Brahmana. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Brahmano hi pratistaham. The concept of the personality of Godhead does not depend on Brahmana. The Vishnu Purana also confirms that one who has taken shelter of the all-auspicious Supreme Lord is already situated in the understanding of Brahmana. On the other words, one who is a Vaishnava is already a Brahmana. Another significant point of this verse is that one has to observe the prescribed rules and regulations. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, Yuktahara Viharasya. When one engages in devotional service in Krishna consciousness, he still has to eat, sleep, defend, and mate because these are necessities of the body. But he performs such activities in a regulated way. He has to eat Krishna prasada. He has to sleep according to regulative principles. The principle is to reduce the duration of sleep and to reduce eating, taking only what is needed to keep the body fit. In short, the goal is spiritual advancement, not sense gratification. Similarly, sex life must be reduced. Sex life is meant only for begetting Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious children. Otherwise, there is no necessity for sex life. Nothing is prohibited, but everything is made yukta, regulated with the higher purpose always in mind. By following all these rules and regulations of living, one becomes purified. Please be seated, please. And all misconceptions due to ignorance become nil. It is specifically mentioned here that the cause of material entanglement are completely vanquished. The Sanskrit statement Anartha Nivritti indicates that this body is unwanted. We are spirit soul, and there was never any need of this material body. But because we wanted to enjoy the material body, we have this body, the material energy under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As soon as we are re-established in our original position of servitorship to the Supreme Lord, we begin to forget the necessities of the body, and we forget the body. At last, we forget the body. Sometimes, in a dream, we get a particular type of body with which to work in the dream. I may dream that I am flying in the sky or that I have gone into the forest or some unknown place. But as soon as I am awake, I forget all these bodies. Similarly, when one is Krishna conscious, fully devoted, he forgets all his changes of body. We are always changing bodies beginning at birth from the womb of our mother. But when we are awakened to Krishna consciousness, we forget all this body. The bodily necessities become secondary, for the primary necessity is the engagement of the soul in real spiritual life. The activities of devotional service in full Krishna consciousness are the cause of our being situated in transcendence. The words Bhagavate Atma Samasraya denote the personality of Godhead as the supreme soul or the soul of everyone. The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Bijam Mama Sarvabhutanam. I am the seed of all entities. By taking shelter of the Supreme Being by process of devotional service, one becomes fully situated in the concept of the personality of Godhead, as described by Kapila Madaguna Sruti Matrena. One who is fully Krishna conscious, situated in the personality of Godhead, is immediately saturated with the love of God as soon as he hears about the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Devahuti was fully instructed by her son, Kapila Deva, on how to concentrate her mind on the Vishnu form in full detail. Following the instructions of her son in the matter of devotional service, she contemplated the form of the Lord within herself with great devotional love. That is the perfection of Brahmana realization or the mystic yoga system or devotional service. At the ultimate issue, when one is fully absorbed in thought of the Supreme Lord and meditates Him constantly, that is the highest perfection. Bhagavad Gita confirms that one who is always absorbed in such a way is to be considered the topmost yogi. I think this is last one. Okay, second last one. The real purpose of all process of transcendental realization, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, is to arrive at the point of devotional service. If one endeavors simply to achieve knowledge of the absolute truth or the super soul but has no devotional service, he labors without gaining the real result. This is compared to beating the husk of wheat after the grains have already been removed. Unless one understands the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be the ultimate goal, it is valueless simply to speculate or perform mystic yoga practice. In the Ashtanga Yoga system, the seventh stage of perfection is dhyana. This dhyana is the third stage in devotional service. There are 9 stages of devotional service. The first is hearing, then comes chanting, and then contemplating by executing the devotional service. Therefore, one automatically becomes an expert jnani and expert yogi. In other words, jnana and yoga are different preliminary stages of devotional service. Devahuti was expert in accepting the real substance. She contemplated the form of Vishnu in detail as advised by her smiling son Kapila Deva. At the same time, she was thinking of Kapila Deva, who is the supreme personality of Godhead, and therefore she completely protected her austerities, penances, and transcendental realization. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्री गुरु श्रीयुतक पदकमलं श्री गुरु वैष्णवांश श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथ वितां तां सजीवं सद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सह गण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपीसा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्ते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधा वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देव प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुव एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दं माधवम्। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी। Now let's once again say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Once again everybody please Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Thank you very much. Welcome once again. So today's topic is very complex. So in a short, I am going to tell you a pure devotional service. And what is pure devotional service? So before telling what a pure devotional service or what is pure devotional service, a pure devotee, I want to tell about something, the summary we just read before. Devahuti meditated despite knowing the absolute truth. Because meditation on the Lord's personal form, qualities and pastime leads to realization of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The absolute truth is realized in three features: impersonal Brahman, localized Super Soul, Paramatma, and ultimately the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Realization of the Supreme Person includes realization of the other two. Devotional service includes Brahmana realization. A devotee engaged in Krishna consciousness is already situated on the Brahmana platform, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Purana. Okay, this is long, so let's skip the next slide. A pure devotional service. What is a pure devotional service? How can we know a pure devotional service? How it looks like? Who can be a pure devotional service? Who can be a pure devotee? What is a pure devotional service? So in a short, a pure devotional service or a pure devotee looks like selflessness. It is performed without any desire for material benefits or sense gratification. Spontaneity, devotees engage in loving service that arises naturally from their hearts. Transcendental power. This service is said to attract even Krishna, showcasing its immense spiritual strength. Guidance. Learning and practice pure devotional service is often done under the guidance of spiritual austerities and relief from distress. A pure devotee, he always thinks of God. He always thinks of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. He thinks to give service anytime, anywhere. When he gets up early from the bed, he thinks of Krishna. When he eats, he thinks Krishna. When he sleeps, he thinks Krishna. That's why Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 27 verse says that Yatkorosi yadisnasi yajjosi dadasi yata yattapasasi konteya tatkurusa madarpadam. So he remembers God anytime and he offers to the God whatever he can. So to be a pure devotee, doing a pure devotional service, we do not need a big amount of money. We do not need very big service or very huge prasadam or something like that. That's why Bhagavad Gita 9th chapter 26 verse says that Patram puspam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam asnami prayatatmanaha. You can offer whatever you have. For example, if you have fruit, you can offer by fruit. If you don't have fruit, you can offer by flower. If you don't have flower, you can offer by leaves of the plant. And if you don't have fruit, if you don't have flower, or if you don't have leaves of the plant, you can offer by toyam, that means water. Patram puspam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prakshati tadaham bhakti uparitam asnami prayatatmana. That means you can offer by water if you do not have anything. But if you say, I don't have even water to offer God, its meaning is that you are not wanting, you do not have any desire to worship the God, to offer the God. A pure devotee, a pure devotional service, he does not have or she doesn't have any kind of desire. That's why Bhagavad Gita 18.54 chapter says that, verse says that, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samaha sarvesu bhutesu madbhaktim labate param. You do not have any desire. The desire you have is Krishna's desire. So the previous chapter, previous slide, that was some sentence about that the devotee and normal people, normal person, they have same feature, they have same characteristics. Like a devotee, he also eats the same food. The normal people, they also eat the same food. They also sleep same amount of time. Devotee also. They also get married. Devotee also get married. They also have sex life. Everything. But the difference between a pure devotee and normal person is a normal person does everything or anything for his own personal enjoyment. But a pure devotee, he uses his sense to make happy Lord Krishna. So a pure devotee, he can control his senses. That's why it has been says that Bacho begam manasah krodha begam jiva begam udaropastha begam. Etan begam yo visayeta dhira sarvam pimam prithivim sasisya. A pure devotee, he can control his all senses. He doesn't collect any kind of property that he doesn't need or she doesn't need. He doesn't eat or she doesn't eat more than he or she needs. He or she doesn't have any kind of more desire. And that is a pure devotee. And he can give a pure devotional service. And this earth will belong to the person, those who can control. So, can you control your senses? When I was distributing prasadam, now my duty is changed, my service is changed. I want to share you the experience during my service of distributing the prasadam. One guest came and he asked me, Prabhu, I want to drink a milk tea. And I replied him, yeah, there is no problem to drink a cup of milk tea. You can go to the Govinda, the restaurant is open. You can take milk tea from the temple Govinda restaurant. And he said, no, Prabhu, I don't like that tea. I want to drink the tea same I do prepare at my home from the separate ingredients. I said to him, how old are you? So what is the relation between my age and a cup of tea? Why are you asking these questions? He asked me. No, can you tell me? Just. He said, I am 52 years old now. How long have you been drinking a cup of tea with the same ingredient that you prepare at your home? Yes, more than 40 years. So one day, can't you control your tongue, your senses? You cannot stop drinking your own cup of tea because that should not be drunk. And the prasadam, the tea has been prepared in milk tea is in Govinda restaurant, that is prasadam. And he said, no, I cannot control. He was very upset. Yes, this happens. And one more interesting story about the prasadam distributing time. Maybe the child was like 11 years old or 12 years old. The season was summer season, summer time. And we were distributing the watermelon. I think the boy was very crazy on eating the watermelon. He came first time to request watermelon, chop of watermelon. He requested like 6 pieces of watermelon, full of plate. And he went. And again came within 5 minutes. Again requested, again 6 pieces of watermelon. He came 4 times. I was not believing how a small child can eat so many pieces of watermelon. What is the cause behind it? Maybe the environment that was causing him or something. So the gist is, if we are aware to control our senses from our childhood period, we can. When I imagine now My age is like almost 40 cross. At the age of 10 or 12 years or 9 years, if I was able to read Bhagavad Gita, maybe the life would be something very different because there has been written how to control your senses. What is God? What is yoga? What is karma yoga? Everything is mentioned. And normally at the teenage, they are attracted to each other. And if we are able to teach our kids Bhagavad Gita to control your senses, it would be very nice to us. And we would be a pure devotee. And we would be able to give a pure devotional service. So, again, let's start about the pure devotional service, which are as follows. Rupa Goswami states that there are 6 characteristics of pure devotional service, which are as follows. Pure devotional service brings immediate relief from all kinds of material distress. The Lord gives His word in Bhagavad Gita that He will protect surrendered souls from reactions of all sinful activities. Pure devotional service is the beginning of all auspiciousness. A person who is engaged in devotional service in full Krishna consciousness is to be understood to be doing the best service to the whole world and to be pleasing everyone in the world. Pure devotional service automatically puts one in transcendental pleasure. Pure devotional service is rarely achieved. It's very difficult to achieve. This will be proved in our absence. Those in pure devotional service is the only means to attract Krishna. We can attract by our pure devotional service attitude to the Krishna. So all these features were with the Mata. And she became pure devotee. So the 9 processes of devotional service, there are some stages of devotional service. Hearing, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, and Atma Nivedanam. Fully surrendering our soul to become like a servant. You do not have any kind of desire. That is the characteristics of good devotee. So how to become a pure devotee? Try to seek a shelter of a guru. Try to find a bona fide guru. Devotional practices. Qualities of humility. Increase your quality of humility. Truthfulness, compassion, and follow 4 RP. You know what is this 4 RP? 4 RP means 4 regulative principles. 4 regulative principles means no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit relation or sex. Then you can be a pure devotee and help to the people, those who are in need, and do some Gau Seva, do some donations. This can make you a pure devotee. Yeah, it is impossible to stay in the temple because most of us are grihastha. Our life is spending as a grihastha jivana. So how can you be a devotee without staying in the temple? This is very challenging because you have business, you have your family life, you have your kids, your wife. This is very challenging in the life. So in this difficult situation, you can do like visiting the temple every day if possible. If not possible to visit a temple every day, please come once a week. If it is not possible to visit the temple once a week, make once a month. And if it is not possible to visit the temple once a month, at least make once in every 6 months. If not possible, please increase, do twice a year, at least. And do some donations. Donation, now my duty is donations after changing my prasadam serving job. Donation, I have very interesting story about the donating from the people, from the guests who come. I requested some donations to some guests. They were not happy with the donation. He said, Swamiji, I don't have money. Sorry, next time I can make. This also happens. But she had, full of her baggage, shopping from the gift center. Maybe that was the price of $200, $300. If we go to the Walmart or some shopping mall, shopping center, you will buy everything expensive, jewelries or something that is not necessary in your life. That may cost $200, $300. But donating $108 in the temple goes for the Gau Seva, cow seva. If you cannot donate $108, that's no problem. Donate as much as you can. But that donated amount will be used in the appropriate place, in the right place. And some devotees, some guests, another very interesting story with the donation story is that one Mataji was she was from Washington DC, and she just took out $1,100 and said, Swamiji, Guruji, whatever they like, they can tell us, but the normal is Prabhuji is okay, as a respect word. Swamiji, I don't have so much money, I just want to donate $1,100, but please do not mention my name. I was so surprised. The donation amount was so much big for me, $1,100. And she was willing to hide her name. Swamiji, please do not mention my name anywhere. I was so scared. That was my first time of job. Mataji, I cannot do this. You have to tell me your name. And she said, no, Swamiji, please. No, Guruji. It's okay, Mataji. Why you want to give donations? Because for my Laddu Gopal. In my home, there is Laddu Gopal, whom I give lots of service. I want to donate in the name of Laddu Gopal. So amazing. I was feeling so wonderful. And I requested her to tell her at least her surname. Mataji, what is your surname? Yes, Prabhuji, my surname is Patel, but please do not mention even my surname. Then I just made a tricky idea. Mataji, can I write here Laddu Gopal Patel? And she laughed very much. She was very happy. Chalega, chalega. Yes, Prabhuji, Laddu Gopal Patel is very nice. Because she was donating the amount for Laddu Gopal. When I wrote Laddu Gopal Patel, she was very happy. I don't want to mention her name here because I don't know her name. This is very interesting. So please, when you die, after leaving your body, you will bring nothing with you. So there are so many kinds of loka after you die. There is rebirth. We believe here. Okay, Pitru Loka, Deva Loka, so many Loka. So, if you are doing good karma, karma means karma. There are three kinds of karma: karma, akarma, and bikarma. Bikarma is the bad actions, bad work, bad job that you should not do that. Akarma is a good karma, like donating, helping the people, in worshipping the God. That is akarma. And karma is karma that without karma, you cannot live in this material world. So if you do good karma, you will be in the Devaloka. So there has been mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Yanti Devavrata Devana Yanti, Pitrina Yanti Pitriprataha, Bhutena Yanti Bhute Jayanti, Madhya Jinu Pimi, Madhya Jinu Pami Mama. I just forget the sloka in detail, but the gist is that if you do Krishna worship or dedicate for your service to Krishna consciousness, you will get Bhagavad Dham. So, those who are doing service or remembering Pitri, they will get Pitri Loka. When I read this sloka, I was thinking about my Pitri. Of course, I do Pitri Puja, something. But do you or do I want to be in Pitri Loka again? What do you think? What you desire? Because we love our parents. I changed my mind. If there is Krishna's plan, I want to bring all these Pitri also to Deva or Krishna's Dham, Bhagavad Dham. If I am doing my good service to the God, that is my intention. That is my desire. Of course, I also hope that your desire is the same. Yanti Devavrataha, Devana Yanti, Pitrina Yanti, Pitrivrataha, Bhutena Yanti, Bhuteja Yanti, Madhya Jinu Pimi. Madhya Jinu, just, can everybody? Madhya Jinu Pimam, yes. I don't know what's happening today. I'm just making so many mistakes, reciting these slokas. Yes. So, be happy always to be associated with the Krishna consciousness. Try to increase your frequency to visit the temple, sadhu sangha. Yes, eat the prasadam served by the sadhu. Serve them prasadam. If you have time, serve them. Eat the prasadam served by them. That's why one sloka has mentioned that Athatmika Nusravanam Nama Sankirtanacha me Arjve Narya Sangena Nirahang Kriyaya Tatha. If you do sadhu sangha, you will be liberated. Yes, I have been saying that many times when I give the lecture here. It is not that do not eat outside, but it is that do not go outside. If you go outside, you will be distracted. Okay, oh, I'm just last. So in this way, we can be a pure devotee. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening carefully. If you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.